Hello, everyone. I'm live. I wanted to come on here and do a few messages for you guys. So, if this is your first time hopping on live with me, or ever coming on to my YouTube channel, welcome. So, a big part of why I come on here is to support you guys with anything that you have going on. So, that's the beauty of readings and healings is that you don't have to come in with a mental health issue to get work on yourself, okay? To work on the self. You don't have to be spiritual to be here either. So if you're hopping on and you have a strong religious background, or maybe you have zero spirituality and religion, it doesn't matter. So I just want to share a little bit about myself as people are hopping on here. You do have to click the bell button as well. So when I come on live, if you're unaware that I'm coming on live, you'll get that notification as well if you're available to hop on. The other beautiful thing is if you're watching this on the replay, I set the intention that everybody will get the messages that they need. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Just want to share also that I am a healer, intuitive, and coach. Okay, I really toyed back and forth with like, do I call myself a psychic medium? Do I call myself an intuitive? Sometimes we get really caught up in those details, and essentially, my background is in a variety of different things. I started reading cards when I was about 21. I'm now turning 37, so 16 years ago. I started working with tarot. Wasn't really familiar with I guess like crystals, stones, smudging, any of the things that I now teach. All right. So if you want to check out my blog through horsemanreadings.com, what you'll see are some of the things that I offer, such as like Reiki healing, Akashic records, theta healing, sound healing, things like that. And you'll get to read a little bit more about what those things are. I'm also a yoga instructor. I have my 200 hours and I'm currently working on my 500 hours. That's something I've just been dabbling with as time goes on, so I don't actually know when I'll be finished that. I also do theta healing in the majority of my sessions. So if you want to not just read about theta healing, but get a theta healing session, when you book in your reading through horsemanreadings.com, book online, you'll see that link in there. The appointments are 45 minutes. What you can do is when you come in and say, like, I'm curious to know a bit more about theta healing. The other way that things work is we just go into your energy. I go into your Akashic records. I'll often call in Reiki healing energy if I feel called into that. And then I'll bring in tools into your session and I'll just do what I feel I need based on what I felt beforehand, during, and then what I feel like will be helpful for you moving forward. So, again, any questions in relation to that, just ask here in the comments. Okay. So, again, if you want a message, just let me know. One of the things that I already did is the same thing that I do in all of my readings and sessions is I set up my setup based on the energy of the group. So I have rose quartz here. So that already tells me, and I'm starting to feel really hot, is that we are working on love. It might be intimate relationships, it might be family relationships, it could even be a relationship with ourselves. Okay, but regardless, we are working on the heart and we're working on love. I also feel drawn to my mystical shaman cards. And I kind of relate these to the Akashic records because they seem to be they kind of seem like they're my Akashic records cards. Okay, there's something kind of like that reminds me of going into past lives, or going into um, things related to essentially what people need to know. The fact that I'm feeling so hot here tells me also that it's important that people are releasing things in ways that are comfortable for them. So if you're not ready to let go of something, don't say yes to the theta healing downloads I'm offering. If you're in my membership group, we do so much healing and clearings in there. It's perfect for someone that's ready to do that. But if you're not ready to let go of all of that stuff, you pay the monthly fee so you can take your time, right? It's not meant to be rushed, especially where I have like attunements and things in there, which are that kind of force your energy to start to detox and things like that. It's something to be mindful of. Okay. So don't forget, we're developing tools as we go along as well. So there are some things we're not ready to enter into because we don't actually have the tools to handle that yet. Okay. I just want to remind you guys of that. So again, if you're hopping on, you want a reading, that's essentially why I'm here. Um, the other crystal that I've pulled out here is blue agate, which, oh, I feel like putting on my forehead right now. You might be an overthinker and you really need to work on that as well. Overthinking and overanalyzing is probably like the worst habit to be in, because it can force us to, when we're working on our life path and we're working on being our best version of ourselves, overthinking and overanalyzing actually shifts us backwards. And often, instead of being expressive, it can also make us feel like we need to suppress. And then sometimes we'll get into distorted ways of thinking, which can also be related to your limiting beliefs, which is where theta healing comes in as well. If you watched the monthly April reading and the weekly reading, um, like I feel like this stone is kind of related to that. People are really sorting out what it is that they need right now. And so it's getting a little bit more connected to yourself and your energy right now. So it's interesting. I've got blue and pink here. And then my new moon painting that I did. So again, with our group, this is the painting that I was feeling called to that I did with the Aries new moon. And I never know what's going to come up in this, but let me know if you see anything. Somebody said like someone dancing, right? It might be someone stretching. But it's interesting. I drew the blue and pink crystal, and there's a lot of blue and pink in this. Very feminine, very masculine. But I don't know if you notice that it's very soft as well. So that to me is talking about using our right and our left side of our brain, but not too much right now. So that means using the intuitive side, right, which is our feminine side, nurturing ourselves, nurturing our goals and dreams, right, which is kind of that new moon energy we just had. Hopefully you did a new moon ritual. If you want to check out new moon rituals, go to my practices and rituals playlist, and you can do your own. If you want to participate in the ones that I offer with theta healing, you can join the beginner level membership. Okay. And then you can email me what it is that you want to clear, etc. And then I do clearings based around you. Okay. If not, I tune into whatever I feel the group needs, kind of what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it feels like the sky is really pretty. The sky's the limit is the other message I'm getting. Then I have I'm going to say my manifestation candle here that I made also has beautiful energy. And so I attune the crystals and the herbs and the energy of the candle to bring in whatever it is that I desire. So I kind of feel like that's related to you guys. It's getting creative and innovative and reminding yourself of what it is that you truly desire. So I'm going to read one card. Okay, the Holy Mountain. So this is a card that's been really coming up a lot. It's interesting because in the painting, right before I came on, this showed up on the painting, and to me it represents like the sun and also the moon. Okay, so no coincidence, it almost looks the exact same, and this just showed up right before our video. So I keep hearing the word Elsie. So I was thinking, okay, either Elsie is a loved one that's passed in spirit. Elsie could be a person that you love in this current life, could be a spirit guide as well, but there's someone with you, and that person feels very feminine. Okay, so don't forget about that right now. That we do have people that love us. If maybe you needed to hear that in relation to the rose quartz. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm just doing quick readings here if you're interested. And nobody was asking, so I just decided to do a little general reading for the energy of the 27th. And so this card is also related to 25. And I can't help but feel like this is somebody who's really working on grounding their energy, especially if you have that tendency to want to go backwards and inwards right now. It's kind of not the best energy to go to do right now. We've got to get this energy out of us, but we want to feel comfortable doing that, as I was already sharing. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I just come on intuitively. I will be working on a schedule, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how or when that's going to happen. I just trust my vibes at for when I feel like I'm meant to. And it's interesting. My battery is about to die too, so I guess yeah, that I just needed to come on quickly. May I ask if you allow me to? I think you mean I think you want a card or you want a reading. Adiba? If so, just say yes. May I ask a question? Go ahead, guys, just right before my computer dies on us. So, yes, Nichu. Okay, so Nichu, you have the arrow. Okay, when we go into your energy, I'm getting a lot of like pulsating and sensations around my head. So that tells me that. So if we get cut off, we get cut off. Okay, guys. Um, so just ask a question. Feel free to. So Nichu, um, this tells me the fact that I'm getting that like pulsation and vibration in my head that says that you're getting a lot of intuitive information right now, and it's really important that you let that out. So whether you talk about it, whether you write about it, but it's really important to find ways that you can release this energy right now. Okay, so find ways to like let it out and let things go. Again, the word release, so any way you can release things, right? So I have my theta healing training so that I can work on myself, so I can ask to release the things that aren't working for me. I communicate with the universe, and also around full moons I do that too. So full moon rituals might be helpful for you. If you're VIP in my membership group, that also comes with the membership too, so I help people with that as well. Okay, Nichu, what supernatural powers I do have related to spirituality? Okay, so yeah, so the key thing is right now I'm recommending find more tools to release energy that you're picking up on. So I get that your supernatural powers is actually intuitive, that you are a natural intuitive. Okay. However, when we're intuitive and we get what I call downloads, knowledge, information, it's important to release that. Otherwise, the energy kind of stays within us, and then we kind of have to deal with it in different ways. So as information and things are flowing through you, release that. Even breath work might be helpful for you. I teach yoga in the membership group. If you're VIP, there's actually some really great mindfulness, breath work, very beginner level breathing stuff. Okay. Um, so Adiba says, who is coming towards me? Okay. Okay, so I'm getting Adiba that you have Beauty Way. Okay, this is a really great card to have, but I'm getting that it's really important that you're focusing on yourself right now. I feel like you're working on solutions to problems. So when you're saying who is coming towards you, I would say try not to worry about that too much right now, and just really focus a bit more in on your own inner guidance, so that when you can connect to yourself more, that will come more natural for you when you know who's right for you. But right now it's important in getting connected, and specifically in your to your ear chakra, and so that you can start listening a bit more to the timing of things. Okay. May I have a card? Okay. So Bella Luna, thanks so much for hopping on here, guys. So I have a friend named Swati. I usually see things related to her. What is reason behind this? I need guidance. We are currently in no contact situation. Okay. Yeah, I already read your message. So, and where I feel like I want to just move on to the next person. So maybe see what you can take out of these two cards. Okay. Stand still is what you have, Bella Luna, and the Gatherer. Okay, so you have two cards here, so probably no coincidence where someone else was asking a question. So first message here, the standstill. Thank you so much. Lots of love. You're welcome. So the standstill here, one of the things that we have is a lot of throat chakra stuff. Okay, so what I'm getting is to drink more water, drink more fluids. Lemon juice and lime juice actually feel really good for you. I always recommend going like natural if you can, like freshly squeezed lemon or lime. But I'm even feeling like if it's not freshly squeezed, just kind of get some of that into you. Um, the other thing too is citrus can really help us cleanse things that we're experiencing, especially where you're working on throat. I'm just seeing Adiba, something's going on there with their messages. Okay, so and then the next card, the Gatherer 21, you also have this is someone who's really nurturing themselves right now. Probably why I was bringing up the lemon and the lime. But I'm still getting this pulsation here also from you. So I think that it's really important that you're also working on yourself right now and listening inward. So that seems to be like everybody's general message here for the 27th is we're all getting a lot of intuitive information, but again, we've got to find ways to let that out and listen and then also release it, okay? Because sometimes we're hearing messages and at the time we don't know what to do with it, right? But we're not meant to hang on to it. So just even it's as simple as just like writing something down, um, so that it might make more sense to you later. So if you're getting the message artichokes, excuse me, or healing hearts. Like you're just getting that intuitive message. It's really hard to analyze in the moment, but later it might be beneficial to you. So write it down, healing hearts, artichokes, and then you might find that there's a connection to that, but again it's more about later. Okay, so timing for everybody is really important, especially where we're talking about love life, which we were saying at the beginning. So if you didn't start this from the beginning, you might want to go back and listen to that. You're welcome, guys. So thanks so much for coming on live. I like seeing people coming on here and actually asking questions, so that's something I will do more frequently. All right, guys, love you so much. And thanks for everyone who takes the time to like and be here. Take care.